Right. Every now and then, something comes out of this government that makes me sick and tired of the whole administration, the whole of the establishment. This is another one. While Nadine Dorries, as Secretary of State for Culture and Media, comes out with a gimmicky narrative against the BBC to, privatize the BBC or reform it or whatever, and we say, well done, Nadine, well done, the DCMS. And then they come back with this. Same department come out to put more restrictions on freedom of speech online. We've talked about the threat of freedom of speech, especially on the internet, as well as, of course, offline in real world. And there have been many other restrictions coming in. This is going too far. This is going, again, in the name of public safety. They are now saying that social media posts and content, including what I say, if it's likely to cause harm, so words, they mean words, if they cause harms. They're not talking about inciting anything physical, because that's already illegal. We already know that. It's against free speech. It could be punishable by 2 years in jail. Duty of care. And they're going to put all the pressure, by the way, on the big tech, these platforms, these sites, all of them, Twitter and all the others. And I'm guessing that that's going to include, of course, messaging services like WhatsApp. Good luck with that, by the way. The pressure they're going to put on the actual tech platforms is going to make it even harder, because tech platforms, these social media sites that we have, a lot of times they do these restrictions because they're forced to. We get it. Sometimes they're already biased. In Silicon Valley, they're run by liberal idiots. Now, the CMS are thinking about what we talked about a year ago, that it was just about discussing it. Ofcom to regulate the internet. This is disgusting. Ofcom is already incompetent. They can't even handle normal broadcast outlets on TV. Now you want to allow them to do intervention in terms of internet, which is a global platform, but they want to do it for the UK. Chris Philp, one of the wet Tory MPs, who's the junior minister and in charge of this, has said that, while we have heard the messages about the need for Ofcom to have proper powers to gather information and to properly enforce it. Sure. And this is why it's bad, because these websites, YouTube and Google and Twitter and all these guys, if they breach their duty of care, they will face fines by Ofcom and government of up to 10% of their global turnover. Their global turnover. If they breach it in the UK, for example, the British government will take 10% of the global turnover, which is basically around £18 billion for Google, £8 billion for Facebook. And while we always talk about how the big tech have to pay their taxes, Amazon and all these guys, that's different to this, because if this money gets taken, it just goes to the pockets of HMRC and the government. Not going to come to you. They're not going to spend it on you. It's just complete waste. And they all go hand in hand anyway. They all find loopholes. And it's the only people that will be damaged is not Google or Facebook. It's us. This is dangerous. And it needs to be stopped now before this narrative continues. Because they're talking about actually doing this policy. And it's absolutely disgusting, not just because of the threats against free speech. It's just against every single aspect of humanity and freedom of thought and individual liberty. You need to stop this if you want to protect the Western civilization, as we already have this threat from the CCP side in China. We can't have it from Silicon Valley and Beijing at the same time. So fight back. Share this video, subscribe to the channel. We're going to come back with one more update, and we'll see what goes on, if they ban us, if they censor us or not. Thanks, guys, for watching. I'm Tousi, and we are the media for now.